Hello everyone, and welcome to the next installment of the Mario Marathon. We are continuing on. It feels like it's been a while. It feels like it has been quite some time since we last played a Mario game on this channel. And it's funny because it's only been like maybe 1 or 2 weeks since we wrapped up Mario World, but I think just because I've been doing so many streams in the interim, I kind of thought that it was like a while since I'd last played a Mario game, and that's not the case. It's only been 2 weeks, but oh, I am looking forward to this game, most certainly. Now, there is the question. See, there is this little thing when doing a Mario Marathon. Okay, so we played through, last time we were here playing Mario games, we were playing through Super Mario World, and we finished Super Mario World. We got through all the levels, we did all the different Switch Palaces, different towers, and such. We went all across Star Road, we played through every level on Special World, we got the palette swap where all the level overworld colors are different and the Koopas all have Mario heads. We did all of that on Super Mario World. So then what does that mean for the next entry? Because the thinking would be, okay, so now you're going to jump into either Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, which, no, we are not playing that game in the Mario Marathon, because really Super Mario World 2, though the canonical sequel to Mario World, is more of a backdoor pilot game for the Yoshi franchise. Or you go ahead and move into Super Mario 64, because that was the next game that came out on the home consoles. And it's the start of Mario Act 2, the beginning of 3D Mario. Since Super Mario World sort of brought the original 2D era to its apex, now it's time to move into 3D Mario. Yes, that's what you would say. And I counter you with no. Because there is actually another Mario game which came out in between Super Mario World and Super Mario 64, which is canonically part of the main franchise, and introduces a very, very important character to the Mario lore, but it did not come out on home console. It came out, once again, on this lovely brick here, the Nintendo Game Boy. And that game, for all of you watching along at home, which I'm assuming is all of you, unless you're watching on mobile, so whichever you prefer. That game is Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins for the Game Boy. This is an interesting title. I definitely view it as like the Mario mobile game that was always kind of meant to be. As you can see, I'm playing a fan-made colorization of it, which is very, very fun. I do enjoy that. Someone gave me a modded original Game Boy to play the colorized version of Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins, and gosh, even the demo screen just looks so gorgeous. It's so wonderful to be seeing this in full-fledged color. Obviously, on the original Game Boy, it was in black and white. But all of this to say, what we are going to be doing today is starting off this game. And I'm going to get into the critical review of it as I start playing it, which shall begin right about now. So first things first, let's, I don't want to, might as well. I don't foresee a reason why I would be using this. But as we can see, already huge advancement from the original Super Mario Land, something which carried over from Super Mario World. Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins came with a battery pack, which means you have the ability to actually save your game. And that's going to be very, very useful because this is a pretty expansive game for the Game Boy. Certainly way more expansive than Super Mario Land 1 ever was. And I apologize in advance for any time where I accidentally substitute the word land for world. Having those two games come out relatively similar to each other certainly does not make that an easy thing to work with. But anyway, all that's to say, this is the other Mario main game for the Nintendo Game Boy. If the original Super Mario Land was like essentially a version of Mario 1 that had been brought over to the home console, Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins functions more like a stripped down, streamlined version. It's like a fusion between Mario 3 and Mario World in that sense. It isn't as expansive as Mario World, but it does kind of streamline the amount of items you have and the amount of abilities you have. Much like Super Mario World, you're limited down to really only 3 different power-ups, which is the Super Mushroom, the Fire Flower, and a special something which we will eventually come upon later on. But as we can see here, the amount of detail that has been put into this is just tremendous. For one thing, we can see here, the levels are far more zoomed in and detailed than Mario Land 1. The original Mario Land tried to compensate for the level design being on a smaller screen by really zooming everything out. Or actually, I should rather say, it didn't try to compensate for it. It tried to do essentially a replica of what Super Mario 1 did so easily. I'm trying to remember how to... yes. So here's the thing too. We see this 1-up down here. The spin jump from Mario World has returned. If we hold down the down button on the D-pad and then jump, spin jump has returned, which is the Game Boy's way of compensating for the fact that it only has 2 buttons, like the NES. So in a sense, you could kind of call Super Mario Land 2 a stripped down Super Mario World, just bringing it back to the absolute basics, and to a degree, yeah, it is a bit of a step back from Mario World, in so much that we've now returned to 8-bit graphics, and we've now returned to far more simplistic design in terms of levels, and also not as huge a different... Well, that's not necessarily fair too. The thing with Mario Land 2, with both Mario Land 1 and Mario Land 2, is that it's always like this kind of interesting sort of, like, a Mario game that also simultaneously feels not like a Mario game, if that makes any sense. Just the way everything controls and the way it all plays itself out. It's a bit of an off-brand Mario game. We've got a whole bunch of stuff here. We see the returning overworlds from Mario World and Mario 3. We can pretty much do, unlike Mario, unlike Mario World and Mario 3, in fact, to a degree, unlike any other Mario game until the 3D ones, we actually have a non-linear trajectory here. We've got 6 main overworlds to face, and we really can take them in any single way we wish to approach it. We can really face these however we wish. There's no set like World 1, World 2, World 3, World 4. It's pretty much like wherever you want to go, that's where you can go. The only thing we can't do yet is we can't go up here and face off against the main boss. Which, as we can see, the main boss here, we got this door here. This door will only open once we have the 6 titular golden coins, of which we have none. But if we go over here, we see our main antagonist. We get a brief little preview of who our main antagonist in this game is, which is not Bowser, once again. Much like Mario Land 1, we have a difference in main villain, this time being Wario. That is right, there on top of that castle, running around like he owns the place, is, of WarioWare fame, Wario. And oh, goodness gracious me, he is running around that castle. He's just having a ball of a time, isn't he? We will face off against Wario much, much later. But for now, we must get these 6 golden coins to open up the door. Because in reality, the plotline canonical lore of this game is that the castle we just saw there is actually Mario's castle. And this is Mario's island. We're not even in the Mushroom Kingdom. We're on a special island that Mario commissioned from Princess Peach or Princess Daisy, whichever one Mario's closer to in these games. And Mario's returning from he's returning from the ending of Mario Land 1 to rest his heels and take a break. But he gets back to his island and is heading to his castle when he finds Wario's there, you know, just chilling out. And all of the inhabitants of Mario's island have been hypnotized to think that Mario is Wario. And now he must go and get the 6 golden coins to unlock the door and get Wario the heck out of there. Get that home intruder out of here. And if we go in this tunnel, we see a little shop we can do. So, much like Mario Odyssey later on, this is one of the few games where the coins stockpile. They don't give you extra lives. At least I don't believe they do. I don't think it works in the same way like 99 coins in a level gives you an extra life automatically. But they do stockpile up. And what happens is that if you stockpile enough of them, you can go into this little tree dome here. And, okay, we'll spend 30 coins right now. And we got this little roulette wheel. And then it's going to grant us a power-up. It granted us the carrot. So now we have the third main item of this game. We have the rabbit ear carrot, which is our version in Mario Land 2 6 golden coins of the raccoon leaf instead of flight or the cape. Except instead of being able to fly like we can in those games, we just kind of hover here, just kind of hover along. But the way this game is built up, the way it's set up, it actually, having the rabbit ears on any level is a blessing because you can easily cheese pretty much every single level in the game if you know how to use the rabbit ears successfully. And if you know how to appropriately run and jump your way through this game. It really sounds, ooh, that guy was really gunning up. He had to really steel himself for his method of approach. Too bad we knocked him out. So here we are in Tree Zone. I'm pretty much going to take the operative way of, oh yeah, he's determined. Ooh, he's determined. He's determined. He's gonna make it. He's gonna roll. It's kind of a slow roll there. Sorry, sport. You tried your best. Maybe next time. Anyway, the point of the matter is, the whole point and quest and purpose is that this is both a fusion of Mario 3 and World, while also being its own unique experience, which honestly, in a way, if I'm being honest, most likely makes it the definitive Mario mobile experience, to some degree. Now, I'm certain there will be people who disagree with that statement, and maybe as we continue forward in the Mario Marathon, I will eat my words and be proven wrong. But I would say that Mario Land 2, I think, unfairly gets too frequently overlooked in the grand lineage of Mario games. It is both like a perfect blend of all the best moments from the best games in 2D Mario, while also simultaneously being its own thing. It's not tied too much into nostalgia, which I think you all know what I'm getting at when I say that, but we will reach those valleys when we come to them. For now, though, let's just sink in what we got going on here with Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. I mean, just on a graphical point of view, like, in terms of illustration and in terms of, like, design and character, the step up between this and Mario Land 1 is extraordinary. It actually is a little bit mind-boggling to think of just how far the developers of Mario Land 1 went from Mario Land 1, which was a decent enough experience, not the worst thing in the world, but very off-kilter. Definitely a kind of Mario experience which felt a little bit off-brand. This one, the physics mechanic is a little bit strange and floaty still, but the character is there. The heart and soul of Mario is still very, very evident in everything happening. And the amount of unique ideas that are on display here is so prototypically what you expect out of a Mario experience that it's just impressive. And I think it's one of those, like, games within the Mario franchise that is, like, I would call maybe a fan favorite. I've said that about a couple of games in the Mario Marathon so far, but I know definitely Mario Land 2 has got to stack up as one of the more, like, cult hit fan favorites within the Mario lore. Just because it's so, like, uniquely its own thing, while simultaneously, like, being such a consistently good experience. It kind of, like, introduces elements and core concepts of things which will then later make their own sort of full-fledged returns within the proper console series of Mario games. And the fact that the groundwork for them kind of gets laid out here a little bit is, like, so impressive to me. It's like they take sometimes of Mario, we'll see as this series goes on, sometimes Mario treads the very tightrope of becoming a little bit complacent. By which I mean not necessarily Mario the character, but Mario as a franchise. There seems to be a thing with the developers of the Mario franchise where they'll hit a peak of some form, whether it is, say, a Mario 1, where they've changed the whole rules of the industry, or if it's a Mario 3 in World situation, or if it's a Mario 64 situation, or Mario Galaxy, where they reach a level where they've kind of hit the wall in terms of what they can do. They kind of are like, well, this may very well be the absolute, like, peak of what we're capable of. What do we do from here? And it normally is in those scenarios when you see them go, well, let's get a little wild. Let's start trying out new things, new concepts. Let's see if we can't introduce different things, which people may go, well, I don't know if you can do that in a Mario game. And we'll try something experimental, see if it works or not, and if it does, then that's great, and if it doesn't, well then, hey, at least we tried. And you can't blame them for trying. And so that's why you get a game like this, which, honestly, I don't know if that was the intention or not, but certainly with Mario Land 2, I don't think there's any other game in the Mario lore which really toys with the concept of how differently you can jump as Mario. Obviously, jumping is one of the main mechanics of the whole Mario franchise. I mean, heck, his original name was Jumpman. But within the layout of what they do in Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins is they just try everything they can to be like, well, what if we, have him jump like this? What if he jumps like this? What if he can hover? What if he gets stuck in honey sap? What if he is in a giant tree? And they just invite all these different, like, ideas and situations and go, why don't we try this? Why don't we see what works, what doesn't? And in doing that, they really, like, create this unique experience unlike anything else in the Mario franchise. And, it's one of those games, like Mario Land 2, the first Mario Land is the first Mario Land, and it's fine. But it is very, like, as I've said, it's a bit of an off-brand Mario game. Whereas Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins is, like, such its own beast, and is still, like, so heavily eclipsed by its predecessors and successors, because it's between three of the most well-beloved games ever made in the history of video games. People tend to forget it, I think, a little bit too readily. It's a very easy game to overlook, and that's to the detriment of video game players, because there's just so much unique stuff here on display that it really is worthy of admiration. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to do just an all bunny run, though at the same time, that is something you can do. Alright, so here we are now in a beehive. Ooh, Skelly Bones. Skelly Bones bee. We got our little giant bee thwomps here. That's interesting. Little turnaround from the regular Thwomp sort of variety. That's another thing too. You'll notice the enemies in this game are not really traditional Mario enemies. The Goombas appear very sparingly, the Koopas appear very sparingly. Instead, we get these like different, unique, like iterations of enemies that really only make an appearance here and then never again. It's more cartoonish, I would say, is maybe the word, but that's not to say that there wasn't always cartoon-like elements within the Mario series as a whole. Obviously, Mario as a game franchise was never opposed or afraid to get a little bit absurd every now and again. And you certainly see that on display here in this game. Also, did I teleport that one enemy out of existence? Oh, no, I did not. Okay, bop. There we go with that. So, anyway. All that aside, all gushing about this game aside, and I feel like that's always a very typical thing with me in these Mario Marathon streams. We always open with me very readily gushing about the games that I'm playing. But that's because I love them so, which is why we're doing this Mario Marathon in the first place anyway. Because I do enjoy these games so very much. Okay, so now we got giant eggs to watch out for. Whoop, okay, nearly hurt myself there. Alright. So anyway, hope everyone's day is going well, by the way. I don't know if I ever got around to saying that, but I hope everyone is having a pleasant day. Okay, so I don't want to deal with the Skelly Bone bees, because they're the ones that cause trouble because they don't go down at all. They just kind of go squish but then get right back up again. They're like the dry bees. Anyway, I have found typically that the bonus games in all of Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins, they have a very easy exploit, which is that they all are rhythmic based. They're all music puzzles. If you hit the button at the right moment in time, you will always get what you're looking for. Okay, so that's another fire flower. Just kind of working with that. Also, we're gonna see here too, so we're already at the end of Tree Zone. This is also, because we're trying to nab all 6 titular golden coins, this is a Mario game with some of the most unique boss battles. Not necessarily in terms of gameplay, but in terms of design, it's certainly one of the more out there and unique ones. Okay, did I land on that? No, I did not. But it's okay, because we can do this again. We got this. So, I'm interested to see how far we get today. Because even though this game is way more expansive than Mario Land 1, it is still, all things considered, relatively short. I know that there's the final level, which is much like Mario 3, notoriously difficult, and something I will probably not be able to get through without save stating. That is just something I've had to make peace with. I've been trying to make a point of not save scumming like all the bloody time while I play through these games, but I'm also very well aware that it is not entirely out of the realm of possibility that the only way I will be able to beat this game is with save scumming during the final level, because it is a gauntlet. The final level of Mario Land 2 is definitely a gauntlet of strength and endurance that you have to most certainly be on top of. And if I'm not, I will pay dearly for it. I do have the rabbit ears though, so here's hoping I can hold on to them. They will be certainly useful in the boss fight, for very obvious reasons. Alright. Okay, sorry I'm not talking. I just go, oh shoot, okay, well, oh well, at least I know where the carrot is. So I'll be able to nab it pretty easily. Hang on a second, by the way. Sorry, I had to clear my throat because sinuses were acting up and driving me a bit nuts. Okay, there we go with that. I'm not normally this bad at this level. I know that sounds like I'm just making excuses, but that is the truth. I'm normally not that bad at this level. I'm just a little bit... head's a little bit distracted right now with some stuff. So, okay, can we get over here? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, alright, now we just gotta get through this. I'm excited to show off the boss battles of this game, because it's not like the other Mario games where you fight either Boom Boom or Pom Pom again and again, or the Koopalings, or Bowser Jr. Instead, we got Evil Boards! Evil Boards! Now, this is not a hard boss battle at all, especially if you have the rabbit ears, which I did admittedly just lose. That's okay, because we can do that. And that works out just swell. And pop! And there we go. Not a very hard boss battle. Pretty straightforward, but still, yet haven't seen that enemy in any other Mario game, now have you? Who are you to judge? Alright, so there's the first golden coin. And... it's a tree! Tree achieved. So there is the end of Tree Zone. We got the nice little flag there. We can probably, let's go spend some stuff here at the coin shop. See what we can't nab with the 50s. So I think the main difference, depending on how much you spend, is that you do have the ability to get either more items or more one-ups. I think the first two are item-based more so, and these ones are more life-based, and we will be gunning for them later on down the line. But for the moment, I'm pretty satisfied with just upgrading the item box thing. Ooh, that looks some gorgeous. Look at that nice water effect they got going on there. Plus this hippo statue. So we got interesting. This is gonna be fun. So, for one thing, I will say, there are parts of this game that are just straight up broken. For example, you will notice at this point that I am pretty much flying over the entire level, with little to no difficulty whatsoever. And this is because the way it is built is that you are in this bubble and you can't let it be popped. And so, through having this bubble, you can just float through all things. But the issue with that is that the way they built that level, there's nothing on the top layer of the level to pop you. So as long as you just stay still right there and don't let go of the jump button, because that's how you control the hover, you can breeze through that level, like I just did. So in fact, and here we are now in Space Zone. That is right. I would like us to let this sink in. This right here, decades or decade before, at least 10 years before Mario Galaxy, like, lied to people and said, oh, now Mario's in space. Mario is here, canonically, in 2D, in space. That is right. This is actually the first time that the Mario franchise goes to space. You could maybe argue you had the rocket ships in Super Mario Bros. 2, but that wasn't really necessarily a Mario game. Whereas this is canonically Mario's first time in the cosmos. And unlike all the other times in the future where he will go into space and just have a wonderful time shooting through all the different solar systems and planets and messing around with their gravity, in this game he actually needs to breathe. So he's in a actual spacesuit. So that way he's got oxygen. And like, just think on this, right? Here we have a game which came out for the Game Boy in between Mario 3, Mario World, and Mario 64, where Mario straight up was in space. And this was, for its time, a pretty unique idea because, well, no one had ever done this before. Mario had been to a lot of places. He'd been to a giant world, he'd been under the sea, he'd been in some fire worlds, he'd even come across his fair share of dinosaurs. Also, just throwing it out there, this rock formation, this little rock formation pattern always looked to me to be just a little bit obscene. Can't tell you why, but anyway, the point I'm making with all this is that here you have a Mario game which pretty much introduces Wario to the franchise and kind of lays the groundwork, the template for the idea of Super Mario Galaxy. And yet, this game is not very well widely known. And that kind of blows my mind a little bit, because I'm like, look at this. This is amazing. This is a full-fledged, like, Mario game on pretty much the same level as, like, two of the greatest 2D gaming masterpieces that have ever happened in the history of video games. And, like, not a lot of people know this game outside of the fan base of Mario, of which I am obviously part of. And I'm just like, this here, discoveries like this are why we do things like the Mario Marathon. It gives us a chance to really reflect on every single different iteration, every single different moment, all the different ways in which Mario has changed and grown and developed over the years. And just look at all the different paths that the series took, including some of the roads that were less traveled or not taken again. They sometimes throw out a creative idea and they go, okay, we did that, and now maybe we'll just move on to the next thing. But, like, come on, this is amazing. Like, long before we had Mario Galaxy, we had Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, and it is impressive, is all I'll say. Now, mind you, this is another auto-scroll level. These will happen once or twice in this game, and they're always annoying because, again, I have never been a fan of auto-scroll levels. But this one is pretty decent and painless. It helps a lot, too, that pretty much, like the bubble level that we saw earlier, you can pretty much cheese this if you know what you're doing. Since, once again, this is one of those levels where holding down the jump button just lets Mario hit the game ceiling and never come back down. So, with all of that in mind, we just gotta be very careful about not letting ourselves fall too deep into a trap. Okay? Up here I think is good. Whoop! Okay. Nice. And we got the fire flower. This will actually be very, very useful when it comes time for us to face off against the boss of this world, who I'm excited to see. Aren't you excited to see? We had a giant angry bird before, and I know it's going to be hard to top giant angry bird, but we're going to try. We're certainly going to try. Okay, let's, whoop, okay, move down here a little bit. Whoop. It's all a matter of just threading the needle carefully at this point, and not getting stuck by the level. Ooh, did that. That's nice maneuvers. Alright, hit that little bell, so now we got a checkpoint. Alright, as long as we don't muck this up, should be good. Ooh, this could be tricky. Ooh, nice approach. Nice on. Ooh, even nicer on. Okay. And what will this grant us? Another fire flower. Well, that'll be useful. Because guess what? We're in space. Welcome back to Tonga. Which, yes, I looked it up. I was right when I played Super Mario Land 1. That was the boss name in Game 1. And yes, once again, we have returned. We see the return of Tatonga in all of his glory. He's still pretty easy to defeat, not gonna lie. Still not the worst guy in the world to face off against. Because like everyone else, he does his little swoop pattern, and then as long as you know where they're gonna be, you just knock him out. Up, there he goes again. I will say that's going to be a bit of a common thread throughout this game, where all the enemies are going to do swoop swoop patterns, and you just have to know where the swoop swoop patterns are, and you get through them. Space Zone down. I look forward to revisiting the concept of Mario in space later on down the line. And hey, we're pretty much at this point, like, I don't know, we're like a third of the way through this game. I mean, that's pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Whoa! Mario got shrunken down, and now he's in the macro zone. Not the micro zone, the macro zone. I guess in a sense because Mario... You can actually... Interesting little topic of discussion here. So do you think Mario is small, or do you think everything else is just big? I mean, the overworld would imply that Mario has become small, but at the same time, the idea of macro is big. That's the terminology for it. Micro is small, macro is big. So the implications of this would be that it is not that Mario is small, but everything else around him has grown. But I do not know if that really proves itself to be the case. What with A, the name of the level, and B, the overworld. So, who knows what the answers are? Who knows what the future holds in the modern days? We never know for certain, now do we? Okay. Also, the game music slaps again. I mean, that's never a big surprise of Mario games, because their music pretty much always slaps. I would be hard-pressed to come up with a Mario game where I'm like, God, the soundtrack is awful on that one. At worst, you can just say that there are some Mario game soundtracks where the music feels a little bit generic, or maybe not, it doesn't really inspire the imagination as much as one would hope. But even in those situations, it's not the worst thing in the world. I kind of messed this up, didn't I? Yeah, I can't. Because I can't do the jump exploit. Ooh, okay. Now, well, we did all that for a Fire Flower, and only to not be able to get into the next secret room there, so a little bit of mistakes were made. We can at least knock out that one ant. Woo! Okay. Well, at least we have this. This will help us out to some degree, right? Probably. Most likely. Hopefully. Who knows? Alright. Though I will say, not having the rabbit ears on any given level is a frustration. Also, you'll be noticing that it is not that tricky to get the bonus levels after all these, because they kind of streamline how you get that bell. In the first game, you had to kind of like do sort of different obstacles to be able to hit the bonus room exit. But in this game, as long as you just hit that bell, you're gonna get some bonuses, and they make it pretty simple for you to do that. So anyway, alrighty, and wabop. There's also some secret levels or not secret, but extra levels that we haven't tackled yet, and I will deal with that later. But for the moment, we are just moving right along. Whoa, okay. So the piranha plants are still here. I don't know why Mario would have planted piranha plants in his own kingdom, but I guess he just either likes how they look or likes the way they smell. Oh, hello, cheeps. I mean, at least the cheeps are just regular old fish. There's not much context as to the fish. I'm certain the fish are just the fish, and Mario's got to deal with the fact that no matter what he does, if he wants fish around his kingdom, he's gonna have to invest in some cheeps. Speaking of which, ooh, okay, so the piranha plant is kind of throwing me for a loop there. At least the fire piranha plant was. Hopefully this is alright, well, I can live with a star. It's not the worst thing in the world. Nice gold stars all around. It really helps out a lot. Alright, got the bell as well. Very nice and useful. Can I get a 1-up? There we go. Even better. Alright, and... oh, I can't spin jump. Shoot. Okay, well... I'm assuming that would have been either a 1-up or something else, but... alas, I will never know. How very tragic. Okay. So here we are now in a little water maze. I'm assuming that this is like sort of the plumbing system, since each of these levels has their own different theme. Like before we were... Ooh. Okay, hang on. Someone's messaged me about a thing. I need to take care of it. I will be right back. So don't go anywhere. And we're back. Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions like that. Okay, so where were we? I don't remember much of what I was talking about. So, instead I'm just going to have fun playing through the game, as I would in any other circumstance. Let me just quickly... I'm gonna check something just a little bit faster now. Are we in... Yeah, we are. Alright. For some reason this game is in mono. I mean, not for some reason. I know exactly the reason why the game is in mono, but because it would have been coming out of the Game Boy, which itself was a mono system. But it is a surprise considering how the past couple of games were in stereo or had a stereo mix available, whereas Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins is a strictly mono game. And that is interesting to me. Was not expecting that. I guess maybe they just realized that making a stereo mix of a game that was going to come out on a console which had only one audio speaker was a bit of a waste of time and resources, and so they just left it be. Also, yes, the floor does move, it does have momentum like that. I just know this game well enough that I did not have to worry about it too extensively. Also, yes, as you can see, there is a secret area here, which we shall reap the rewards of right now. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Fun stuff. Fun stuff out here in the country. What are we at to right now? Like 400, nearly 500 coins? Jeebus Creebus, that's impressive. And I'm going to actually be using that shop for bonuses here in just a little moment, which will be the first time I've really done that in playing this game. I don't often bother with the coin bonuses, but I imagine that having it on standby will not be the worst thing for me. Speaking of which, ooh, okay. I don't know why that showed up out of nowhere, but it did. Maybe I just really defeated that enemy really well, and they were like, you show me. Oh, no, I see why. They come out if you get 100 instead, because they're keeping counts of, if you look in the bottom of the game there, which admittedly is a little bit cut off by the stream overlay design layout, but you can see there's little counters at the bottom of the screen for like lives and coins and all that. They keep a count of the amount of enemies you defeat, and if you defeat 100 enemies instead of doing what the coins usually do, which is net you an extra life, if you defeat 100 enemies, that nets you a bonus invincibility star. Which is that's just kind. That's just straight up, that's how kind of the game developers to gift us with free invincibility stars. That's how thoughtful of them. Truly, truly, truly something marvelous, I say. Alright, whoop. Okay, I knew that you were gonna be there. Let's get you out of there. Out of that situation. Alright, people are still texting me. I'm just gonna ignore it. Ah! Alright. It really is. It's all rhythm. Oh, what the hey? That's fresh and new. Well, there goes a downgrade. Wasn't expecting that. That rarely, if ever, happens. Alright, there we go. To the boss of the macro zone. Hopefully, we will be receiving a... Alright, well, at least we got that. That's a good thing to have on standby. If only for a little bit. Alright, oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness gracious me! That one-up is being controlled by a witch! Bye-bye, witch. I got your one-up. Alright, oh, that could be troublesome. Except if I thread it carefully. There we go. Alright, there. Alright, just gonna wait for this to... So I guess by now we're in the attic. I've mentioned it before, but I really do like how if you look at the overworlds, if you pay attention to the overworlds of this game, since they all are in like sort of self-contained areas, whether they be trees or, you know, a house or whatever, each level kind of corresponds to a different element of the overworld. At this point, I've pretty much given up on trying to nab that one up. I'm just gonna try to... Because, I mean, that witch is probably gone by now, right? Yeah, she's gone. Alright. You just gotta be careful and deliberate with the jumps. Because then we gotta go through this. There we are. Ah, okay. So now, here we are with the enemy of this level, which is a giant mouse with a spike on its face. I'm assuming that's its nose. But I've never known mouse noses to be very particularly sharp. I know sharp teeth is normally a trope of those kinds of friendly friends, but off they go again. So, boom, halfway through the game, folks. Ain't this miraculous? Again, it's not that long a game. They give you that battery backup in case you need it, which, again, we may need it for the final level, but I don't foresee it being a great necessity at the present moment. So, let's first things first go over to the store. We got 500 coins. I think we can bother to spend 200 of them on a good setup for a minigame. And what do we got? What are we getting? Ah, just one one-up. That's disappointing. Could have gotten 20 one-ups if it had gone a little bit sooner. Oh well. Like gambling, you gotta know when to call them and when to walk away from the table. And that was the time to walk away from the table. Okay, and... let us now go to this. We got this extra level just sitting here on its lonesome. I will say there are a number of bonus levels scattered about. I don't remember how to unlock each of them. I will try maybe to play them if I can, but it may require me to look it up live on stream, so we'll see what happens. But for now, let's go over here. So this level's got an interesting mechanic to it, in so much that every single enemy is a Goomba. And the idea that on the overworld it's surrounded by graves. Whoops! Did not mean to do that. But if you look at the overworld here, you can see that this little section is surrounded by what looks like tombstones or gravestones, and this level is nothing but Goombas. My assumption has always been that this is like kind of a Goomba graveyard to some degree. Especially since as the level progresses, you'll see it just gets progressively darker and darker, like the sun is setting. I always kind of felt like this is kind of like a bunch of zombie Goombas trying to get their revenge, or the spirits of Goombas past. All the Goombas that Mario stepped on in the past, and they're just like, no, we're gonna get him this time. And Mario's like, wahoo! Just like that. Just like that with the wahoos. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. Also, the background is frowning at us, and I don't really know why the background is frowning. I think that's a little bit disconcerting. Look at that. The hills normally have eyes in Mario games, but they've never had frowning faces before. And I don't know what all that's about, but here we go. Got through that level, and it's just there as a nice little excursion. It's a good way to rack up the enemy hit counts if you need an extra invincibility star. But anyway, let us now go off here to Pumpkin Zone, aka Halloween Zone, aka Spookum Zone, aka the zone that I probably could have used to integrate this game into being part of Halloween somehow. But I did Among Us instead, and I have no regrets. So let's go! Alright. Now then. This is pretty much like you would expect the Haunted Hill section of the game, as there often are in Mario games. Normally, in those scenarios, Mario's in either a jungle or a forest, sometimes of illusions, but here he's just in Pumpkin Zone. Which, a part of me is just now wondering, I'm assuming this isn't the case, because why would it be the case? But I'm just now recognizing that they aren't worlds in this game. There's zones. Tree Zone, Macro Zone, Pumpkin Zone, Space Zone. And a part of me is wondering if the decision to name them zones was somewhat inspired by the new competition on the block by the time this game had come out. You know, that blue speedy competition that Nintendo was very, very worried about in the 90s. I'm not saying that that's the case. There's no confirmation that that was ever on their minds, but I'm just saying it is an intriguing theory that I've just come up with. I do believe over here is a... Oh my goodness gracious! Don't be throwing your bats at me like that, man. Oh, okay. Well, we need to just walk up the steps again. You're not gonna be back, are you? Yeah, he's not back. Great. I'm at least halfway certain that if we had gone further up there, that would have been the way to the secret exit toward one of the bonus levels. Because I know Pumpkin Zone has the most bonus levels of any other part of the game. But I'm not 100% certain. Oh, ton depressor things. Some of these I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on here. Like now, before I was like, okay, we're in like the trees, so we got bees. We're in a house, so we got ants. And even this thing here, I'm like, okay, spectral ghost arrival. It's not a boo, like it is in every other horror-themed Mario element. So that's a bit odd, but hey, at least I understand to a degree what that is trying to be. This, on the other hand, I'm like, what is even going on here? What are these friendly spookum ghosts on about? Go away with you. I don't know how I feel about any of that. Okay. And whoop! What we got going on here? The expanse of these levels is... Ooh, these Cheep Cheeps look determined. They look like they got someplace to be in a hurry. Alright. Oh, there's the Booze. Where were you before when I needed you? Where were you when I needed you, Booze? Alright, is there a way we can predict? Okay, there we are. So, whoop, whoop. Ah, shucks. Well, lessons have been learned, which will implement themselves in the future. Alright, there we go again. I mean, we're not hurting on lives again. We got like 31 lives. We're sitting pretty, you know. You know, we're sitting, all things considered, we're sitting pretty poly. We're all right here. So we don't have to worry about too much. Okay, I'm gonna need you to... Oh, I can go back down. Well, that's useful. All right, now chill there for the time being. And I'll come back for you later, after school. Alright. And whoop. Alrighty. There we go with that. Useful. Useful, useful, useful. Now then. Let us spin jump our way into glory. And just continue on, continue on, continue on. Ooh, I might actually want that instead. Give me that. Yeah, that's some good stuff. That's that good stuff. Alright, just make my way through that. Ooh, nice! That's even better. The combo of rabbit ears and star cannot be bad. Okay, and... Oh, there we are. Whoop! Fantastic. Oh, I even evaded the little umbrella hand ghost, whatever that thing is. Alright, and this is gonna be no reward, just a carrot. Well, no, I mean, like, sometimes it doesn't hurt the status quo completely. Also, we see the return of the bonus room music from Mario Land 1. Bum, bum, bum. I'm trying to remember, it was Takeshi's song, right? I'm trying to remember if it's, if his song appears in this. I don't know if he worked on this game or not. I know he worked on Mario Land 1, but I don't remember seeing if his song was there, in that game. It normally is hidden away, but, Ooh, nice try, Goomba. You don't got me today. I've learned from your past brothers of spirits long since forgotten the dangers of allowing you to... I know, by the way, I do know where the secret where the secret exit is in this level. I do know where that is. I'm not intentionally, like, gunning for it, but I do know where it is. I know where it be, and it'd be right here. So here we are. This is the secret exit out of here. So this is going to unlock us a bonus level, which if we don't get in the first go, we will have to play through all this level again to play. So let's savor this moment. Let us savor this moment where we have found one of the bonus secret levels. Let's just take a moment and appreciate what we have found. Okay, and now that we've taken the appropriate time to appreciate this moment, let us go again. Alright, so I feel like I'm gonna want to hold on to this because I get what they want. They want me to use the fire flower to knock out all of these blocks here. But like, I can just hover over them with the rabbit ears. I kind of don't want to give up a good thing when it's such a good thing to have on standby. at all times. Especially when you know how it works. Alright. Woo! Because then I can just do this. Wee! And woo! And bop. End of the level. Simple. Alright, now let's do the rest of this level, but for reals. Honestly, I feel like some of the melodies in this game need to make a comeback in some form or another in later Mario games. I know they don't at the moment, at least I don't think they do, but the Mario Land soundtrack is like one of the most boppin' soundtracks in the whole series, both 1 and 2. It surprises me that none of the melodies from those games have ever returned. I guess maybe Koji Kondo prefers it when it's just his own material in a game and not like other people's, since I know he didn't write it. But I don't think he wrote the music in like every Mario game anyway, so that wouldn't explain it. So I don't know. But I would like to see some of the fun boppin' melodies from Mario's past make their inevitable comeback, because you know they gotta make their comeback eventually. Alright, if we just... Ooh, and boop, there we go. And that's the real exit, which means all we have left at this point, well, we have a bonus stage again. Okay, and there we are. 3 1-ups. Ah! It certainly does help that I've pretty much, aside from that one time where they like replaced the 1-up with a super mushroom, I've pretty much gotten every bonus like room and gotten 3-ups every time they come around like that, so that helps a lot. Alright, here we are at the end of Pumpkin Zone. I'm trying to remember, oh, I remember what the boss battle of this level is. It's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, and the key here is going to be dealing with the fact that we got booze all over the place. And so we gotta, well, for one thing, we gotta watch out for flying sushi like that. That we gotta always be watching out for flying sushi. But beyond that, we need to also just be aware of what is actually real. Oh my god, the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Bye-bye, Sorcerer's Apprentice. Oh no, it's back! Woo, 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 Fantasia, Fantasia, Fantasia. Alright, whoa, alright. We got all kinds of bottles and models here. Let's just pass all of that. I think if we just do this, in theory, this should net us to where we need to go. Yep, just like that. And that, boys and girls and non-binary folk in between, is why we don't give up the rabbit ears. Ah, oh, okay. So I do not know what is causing me to be harmed every time I attack an enemy. I think maybe I'm potentially jumping too high. Oh, but like, that doesn't make sense. Alright, well, how far back are we being flown? Alright, this far back, eh? Alright. Woo, 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 woo. Alright, now we gotta see. Well, this one is fine. We can land in this one. But unless any of these other ones net me a rabbit ear power-up. Well, now I feel like I should. Just in case. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's all the same room. They're all leading to the same place. Is there any benefit to being down here at all? Any reward for me? Anything you can gift me? By the way, the Jason mask with a knife through it is an interesting enemy choice that I'm not entirely surprised it didn't make a comeback in later Mario games. But no, it's looking like there's no bonus for me in that room. So just, again, run on through this, because sometimes the design of this game is built in such a way where it's actually more to your advantage just to run and not stop for anything. Okay, so, whoop, over this, for this. Just don't land next to a pipe. There we go. Alright, there we are. Here we are again in Bossland world. Alright, now... What the what? Okay, so there's a timing to that witch's approach. But goodness gracious me if I don't know what it is. Normally, I just knock out that boss in one go with the rabbit ears, but I've been a little bit distracted today, mentally, so. Which is interesting, because I don't know why. I have my theories as to why, but I don't know why. Alright, let's just hop over that. And here we go. Alright. Maybe there's something up here. Anything up here? No? No? Okay, fine. Back into this room we head on in. I'm gonna at least do this. So what is causing... I think those little things up there was what caused me to get injured before. But, like, also the game naturally, like, bounces you up higher once you hit an enemy. But, oh, whatever. Okay. Got through that without any real problem. That's fortunate. Woo! Bling, 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 bling. And Pumpkin Hill Zone down. I feel like that's a similar phrase to say we got through Pumpkin Hill. Don't know why I feel that, though. Guess it's just something. Well, time to head to Mario's giant statue to himself. Is that a bit egocentric? Just a little bit. Like, when you are given a massive amount of property such as this. I mean, it's already enough that it's like Mario's got a castle. Does he need this giant robotic animatronic statue of himself that he can look out the window and greet him every single day? Do you think when Universal Studios Japan opens up Nintendo World, like, this will be an attraction? Please tell me this will be an attraction at the Universal Theme Park Nintendo spot. Please tell me. Because if they built this Mario animatronic at a theme park, that would just be one heck of a time. I mean, I know at this point now theme parks are forbidden from existing in the world, but, oh well. Here we are with the bits and bobs and the crinks and crogs. Okay, so, woo, 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 woo. Now, this is interesting because it's pretty much just like before. This is the machinery zone. It's called the Mario zone because you're inside a giant Robo Marriott, but you know, the thing with it is that it's cool to be traveling through all these gears and levers. It's all about with these Mario games. The design principles of these Mario games always stems from how they can weave in so much imagination and philosophy and design and inspiration out of so many different elements of the world in which it lives, as indeed the great many wise thinkers did in days of old. This is how Mario levels are built and designed for the masses. And oh, our graciousness with us, that we are the ones delivered onto these levels for us to enjoy with the skills of many blessings. And me not having okay, goodness gracious me. This would be far, far worse if I did not have the rabbit ears. Now, as you can see with this part of the level, the rabbit ears are rather a necessity, which is why they gifted them to you so soon before this spot, as it is a little bit necessary for you to use this spot to your advantage with the rabbit ears. You'll notice I am moving ever so delicately and gracefully down by rocking the D-pad back and forth. For it doesn't help me, it moves me to do that in such a manner where I can hit the bell. No, okay, good. I was gonna be like, don't surprise me with your sudden red mushroom drops. I need the green ones. Oh gosh, now as we enter into the stomach, we find balls. We find many balls in Mario's chest, stomach, pit. I mean, there's another joke I could easily make, but it would be childish of me to do so. So instead, I'm going to say that this is his stomach and not the other area, because again, a little bit of a childish joke to make. All right. Now then, I apologize by the way for those gross noises. That's why I sometimes mute my mic to deal with the gross noises. So here we are on Teddy Bear Ball, which we kind of just hijacked for our own purposes, didn't we? Oh well, it'll help us get through Spiky area, which whoosh, 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 whoosh. Okay, now then. Whoa! Piggy bank bounce. Great goodness, goshus Molly. Whoa, alright. This could be either really good or really bad. It is many things. It's that. I don't think I can get back, can I? No, I can't. Okay. I was originally just looking to see what was above me, and then I faced the decisions below me. Balls! Okay. Here we go. Now then. I think it'll actually be more worth our benefit, Rupert, if we just press straight ahead forward. We've got enough time on the clock, Rupert, that we can indeed ride this ball to the bell. However, it is rather slow. I don't know if it would behoove us to always stay upon it. Alright. So this one... Well, at least we're gonna get the carrot again. I'm fine with getting the carrot. I'm absolutely fine with getting the carrot. Alright. And as we find on Mario's tongue, many a mushroom awaits us. Also, toy soldiers. And Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box, what? What, why, though? Away with thee. Alright. And lots of bullets on his tongue, too. I don't remember Mario eating bullet bills too frequently. The mushrooms, understandable. That's why they're there. But this... Actually, so just as an aside, by the way, I do not like this level. It is very dull and boring. It is a lot of waiting for these things. It is the worst kind of auto-scroll. In fact, let's see if I can't just bypass most of this. Okay, so there. Like, that opening section is dreadful, and I'm glad that we had the rabbit ears to get us through them. Because, gosh, oh golly. Ooh, okay, well, this is either a bonus area or something else. Let's see. What did we get here? We got, oh, I need a firepower for this, but I do believe that that is also a bonus area. And, haha, nabbit! Okay, relieved of your duties. Oh, shoot, okay, well, that's my own mistake. And, snapper. Okay. So it's a lot of, this level is a lot of being dependent on different utensils to move you right along, which sometimes runs pretty slow, so you just gotta be on the lookout for that. Whoa, okay, woof. Nearly tripped on a spike, and that wouldn't have been fortunate. Okay, let's just skip over all that. Why don't we? And, okay. At least with the fire flower, I can defend myself against enemies. And also have another hit as well, which is useful. I would have preferred it if it was the rabbit ears, but beggars can't be choosers sometimes. Okay. Alright, there we are. So this one is pretty much straightforward. It's gonna ride us all the way to Z-Bell. Or it'll stop there. But oh well. I mean, I feel like that one's a pretty much like, hey, you better get this or you're gonna get injured, so. Alright. Making some pretty expedient speed, I must say. This is moving along pretty smoothly, all things considered. I may, before we take on the final level, look up where all the different secret exits are so we can play through all the different levels. But until then, here we are in Mario's cap, which also doubles as his brain. And you like the metaphor here? We're in Mario's head, and we're surrounded by building blocks. Get it? The building blocks of imagination. And little did you know that the developer and level designer of this game would go on to be the writer of Inside Out. That is definitely truth and not deception. I'm not one for deception. So anyway. Alright. Alright. If I could get a rabbit ear, that would be great. But, oh well. Alright. Ah! I guess I will take what I can get. Alright. It's probably more worth my effort now to be down here. Isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, whoop! Alright, and this. Yeah, once again with the fire flowers. I mean, they're useful. They're not the worst in the world, but still. When you've got an object or an ability in this game, which pretty much allows you to fly over an entire level, why would you ever really want the other thing? So the main boss in this game are the three little pigs. I don't know why they're the main boss in this level, but they are. And okay, so I just gotta deal with this, and I think these ones, yeah, the three little pigs have multiple hits, which makes them pretty obnoxious. But oh, okay, as long as I don't get hit again, should be good. Okay, woof. Okay, woof, 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 woof. Okay, ha 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 ha! First try against the three little pigs. All right, there we go. Don't know why they were the boss. I mean, like, you would think they brought back Tatanga for the Space Zone. They could have probably afforded to make the enemy in that like a toy Bowser or something, and not the three little pigs. But, whatever. You work with what you got. Which means we're 5 out of 6 coins down. Time to wrap up the main part of the game with being eaten by a giant turtle! Turtale! Oh, what I would give for rabbit ears, which could help me skip over the stage completely. Well, luckily, I do believe that this is it's an easy level to skip somewhat, but we don't have that benefit at the moment, so we must work with what we got down here in the water. I mean, like, again, it's a non-linear game, so I can't complain too much, but, like, I don't know, it feels a little bit anticlimactic ending on a water level, you know? Just a little bit like we're gonna be ending this on a whole water zone. But hey, you know, I guess that's my own fault for just taking it a left to right kind of optionarium. Okay, so it would be behoovent of you all to grant me the request of... Okay. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work how I planned it to. I know it doesn't look like I had much of a plan, but I did. I didn't need to have a plan. It was building to it. Okay! I'm trying to remember what the final boss of this actually is. I know we eventually end up in a whale, but I don't, like, know what the boss fight is for this level, genuinely, so this is gonna be intriguing. Alright, we just gotta wait for the Cheep Cheep to do its thing. Alright, and also, the colorization makes it more clear that the shark has a boxing glove on its hand, but I swear, in black and white, it honestly looks like the shark's organs are just out for all to see. It's very confusing, And I don't know why. Because it's like, if you see that shark design in black and white, it honestly looks like its skeleton and organs are on its skin and not inside it. And I always thought that was weird when I first played this game. I was like, why does the shark have a Venn diagram of its body on its skin? Alright. So here we are in a submarine. I will not make the easy Beatles joke because I don't like the song. Alright, and boo-boo! Alright, now then. I've run out of things to say. There's not much to comment on here. It's just a water level. It's just a water level that's like, I mean, I guess in a sense it's nice that it's like a half water level in so much that it's just like you're submerged in a submarine, but let's be real here, it's just a water level. Water levels don't inspire me with much in the way of creative commentary. They just kind of are what they are. Oh, okay, well, hopefully that means that they'll be waiting for my arrival as I move up the columnations here. Woo! Okay, and anything granted or gifted? Nope, indeed not. Also, yes, you can pick up the shells in this game. Very pleasant to have knowledge of. Alright, so this is where this comes in. Alright, gonna wait for this to go down, and... Ah! I was hoping that I could swim through that. Alright, let's go again. We racked up the lives really easily on this one, I must say, though. Like, 40 lives and just... I don't know. Well, I'm just saying. We went through this pretty quick, all things considered. Well, probably, actually, I'm not even kidding. I wasn't expecting this. I mean, I kind of half expected this, but I wasn't, like, hoping for it or anything. But, like, I could see us easily, completing this game in one stream. This is like Super Mario Land. I mean, they're both at the same average length, so, like, they aren't lengthy experiences by any stretch of the imagination. But I could see us pretty much getting through this in one go, and then that means next week I gotta prep for the next era of the Mario Marathon, which I guess now is as good a time as any, since I have nothing really to say about this level. It just is what it is. But, I guess now would be as good a time as any to ask of you what I should do with Mario 64, because Mario 64 is going to be the next game in the marathon, obviously, and I find myself at a bit of a crossroads, because I do have... This is good. This is similar. We're in a similar situation between this and... Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, whatever. At least I got the Super Mushroom. But we're in a similar situation with this and the next couple of entries in the Mario Marathon. But I do have the Super Mario 3D All-Stars for the Switch. And a part of me really wants to use the ROM of Mario 64 that's on the Switch just out of ease of access, because then I don't have to worry about it'll be the highest visual quality in quotes of the game that we can get, just because they like have it remastered to 720 and all that stuff. But like a part of me is trying to wonder if I want to do that version or if I want to do the other version that is out there, because I do have other versions of Mario 64 available to me. And the only reason why I wouldn't do the Switch one, and this is like me being dead serious, no joke, I'm honestly kind of the biggest factor for me not just using 3D All-Stars as the base level for how I want to stream Mario 64 in the Mario Marathon is that it doesn't have the So Long Gay Bowser clip of Mario. They used the, like, 97 ROM and not the original 96 one. And because of that, they changed the clip, so now when Mario throws Bowser, he goes, bye-bye! But, like, I really want to stream the version where he says, so long, gay Bowser. Because, like, come on, Bowser's, like, you know, at best bisexuality, like, has to be acknowledged, right? We can't ignore that. That's a thing that I want to really, I want to, like, have that be part of the canon lore of the Mario Marathon. But, where am I going, by the way? I really honestly don't know where I'm supposed to go. I feel as though it's related in some way to here. Okay, so I went here and it wasn't right, but whatever. Ooh, lots of money. Alright, that's nice. So anyway, in a similar vein, I should say, I've been debating between either playing the 3D All-Stars port or ROM of Mario Sunshine, or trying to come up with a different way of streaming it, because even though Mario Sunshine on a graphical level is still, like, probably the best one, and I know we can get in a whole debate about how it doesn't run very well, and it's got some goofums to them, and Dolphin runs it better. I will say that is kind of where I'm at with Sunshine, in so much that, like, I'm trying to decide if, when we get to Mario Sunshine, if I want to play the 3D All-Stars version, or try to figure out a way to play the original GameCube version. Because I do own Sunshine on GameCube, but I don't own a GameCube is the thing. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach that. Like, that game, as we get through the first act of... As we close out the first act of Mario, which is the easiest act of Mario for me to stream, which is the 2D games, and as we enter into Act 2, which will be all the 3D ones, I'm trying to figure out the best versions of those games I want to stream. Because I will say, outside of probably Odyssey, I have a lot of issues with, like, just the performance of each of the 3D games for differing reasons. I have different, well, not issues with the games, issues with my ability to stream those games competently. So I've got that dilemma facing me in the future on how to best approach streaming all the 3D Mario games and the other games that came out in the 3D era. There's 4 specifically that I'm primarily concerned with, just for different reasons. The main ones are, at the moment, 64, Sunshine, and then New Mario 2, and 3D Land. Those are the 4 Mario games that are, like, perplexing me the most in how I want to approach them when we reach them in the Mario Marathon. So, I don't know. A part of me wants to just run with the 3D. In terms of, I'll have to solve my own answers when I come to New Mario 2 and 3D Land. But with everything else, like, it's pretty much, I don't know, it's going to be very determined on whether or not I want to dedicate myself to either doing the 3D All-Stars ports or ROMs, or the other versions of which I have, or could get in the future. So the ceiling attacks me with these boss battles, and I don't know why. I also wish Octopi here would move into a better realm where I could attack him with more confidence. Ooh, just like that. Just like that. Come on. Ooh, yeah, that was easy. That was easy. Once I finally found the right trick position, I got him pretty well secured. And with that, we got all 6 golden coins in under 2 hours, no less. So, that means the door is opening. And we only have one thing left to do, which is get through the major gauntlet of facing off against Wario. But before we do that, I do kind of want to maybe try to play through all the other bonus levels that are available if you do certain things in the other levels and unlock them. Well, first things first, let's go here to the bonus game shop and hopefully get a chance at some major one-ups, because this will help out tremendously once we actually have to face off against Bowser. That's just one up. That's disappointing, but that's okay. We got like pretty much 2 other tries at this. If we just... Oh, don't give me witch. Don't give me witch. I got the witch. Curses. Alright, well, let's try this one more time. We got enough coins to go once more at this. 20, 20, 20! No! Disappointed. Very disappointed. Well, I don't know. I could try for a 50 coin game. Let's see what we get here. What the heck? Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You need to know when to walk away from the table. Just walk away. Just walk away from the table. I think what I'm gonna do at the moment now, before we face off against Wario and his horrible, horrible gauntlet, which I'm certain I will have to do some chicanery to get through, I'm gonna go on a quick break just to look up how to unlock the extra levels which are hidden away in the game, and then when I come back, we'll play through those and then face off against Wario. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back in just a moment. I forgot I muted my mic. Whoops. Anyway. So, anyway, we're back. We're here in Tree Zone 2, where in order to get the secret exit for this level, I will have to find the magic carrot to unlock Bunny Mario. Well, not unlock, but to be Bunny Mario. And I know at the very least we just sink down here and it's going to be an easy nab out of this room. Whoop, okay. Was not expecting more swimming cows. Okay, so if we go in here and do this. Okay, so now from this point, we just rocket back on up. Okay, and so now as we sit here in the honeycomb, we just fly up here. And I think it's if we get the key is of all the secret exits is it's pretty much like just a matter of staying the course, like in terms of elevation to some degree. Like, whoa, okay, hang on. So, like, if I stay up here, this is the secret one, isn't it? Yeah, alright, cool. Secret exit found for Tree Zone. Alright. So what we got in the Tree Zone secret? Ooh, we got a nice, pretty sunset. I feel like they probably were expecting me to find these toward the end of the playthrough of this game. Ah, okay. Well, that's that. We lost Bunny Mario. Disappointing. But we did get Fire Mario back. So there's a positive side to everything. That's a good message to take away from this stream or any other stream. There's a positive side to things. All right, now let's just move right along here. Okay, nice. Honestly, I like the secret levels aren't any harder than the like regular old levels. They're pretty much of the same difficulty, barometer wise speaking. Even though I know you don't measure game difficulty by barometer readings, that's for rain, I think. But you know, still, words are words. Ain't that some insight? Okay, so now with that, we got that level played through. Now I'm going to look up here. Okay, so... Okay, so... Alright, and... Okay, so I think... Next one is... Space Zone 2, I think, is the next one. I think I do. Alright. So now from here, let's head back into space. Which of course means, I think, do we have to like actually do the whole Hippo stage again? Yes, we do. Alright, Magic Hippo, give me the power of flight! Woo! Whoa! Ain't it something how the miracle of being able to fly just became progressively more and more just decidedly unremarkable as the Mario games went on. Okay, so... Alright. Okay, good. We got Rabbit Mario, which I believe is most likely going to be how we get through the next secret area. Correct? Most likely, right? Right. Okay. So, alright. Let's see here. Oh, we need Fire Mario. Do we? Oh, no, it is. Okay, so we need a Space Zone 1. Alright. I'm like simultaneously looking up a walkthrough. Alright, so you'll have to look carefully for it. Make your way to the Midway Bell. Alright, so the very least is just get our way to the second. Hang on, I want to still have chat pulled up so that way I can talk to all who wish to speak, of which I'm certain there are a couple. Whoa. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, whatever. I'm still big. I still got the power of mushroom on my side. Alright, and whoop. So, we need to make our way to the midway point. I feel like, it's like muscle memory coming back to me that, like, once I, like, got a relatively decent idea of where the secret exits are, I'm going to remember how to reach them. In theory, that's how this is going to work at least, but all right, and there's the potentially rude rock formation. All right. All right. Where is that midway point? Okay, there it is. All right. Now then, from here, I was trying to remember. I'm suspecting. Let's see here. So we get here. And then I think it's something to do with stuff over here, right? Oh, well, I got this at least. Well, that's a positive. Is that going to really change much of anything for me? Oh, no, I remember. I remember now. Okay. And this is where I would have probably mucked up before, but, right? Right? Maybe? No? There's an area somewhere around here that's like... Oh, shoot. Okay. I might need to look this up. Okay, that's that over there. I know there's like an area where there's a bunch of secret blocks that I have to make visible and then just keep escalating till I reach to just keep escalating. Ain't that the mood of every one of these streams? Okay, well there's that at least. There's the bag of money. Whoop. Yeah, alright. And alright. I suspect there's something. There we are. There it is. This is where we needed things. So, over here. Okay. I remember now that this is the way in. Okay, just need to get these frame perfect jumps. They're very, very, very frame perfect. Ooh, okay, and... all right, and yes, there we go. That's that one dealt with. Superb. Whoa! Comets! Oh, we've irritated the moon. The moon looks annoyed. It got a shooting star lodged in its frontal lobe. Oh, that's not good for the moon. Oh no. Oh, all right. Well, let's try to breeze through this level then, for the moon's sake, and also for my sake. Since if I mess this up, I'm gonna have to play through all of that last level again. Though I don't think this is I don't think this is particularly very hard. It's just a lot of frame perfect jumps. Just very deliberate jumping. It's all building up the coin infrastructure, which again will help us, incentivize us to gamble more, so we can hopefully have more lives for facing off against Wario, which will be surprisingly a difficult maneuver. Oh, okay. I was worried that was gonna go south really quickly. Oh, well now the moon is sad. The moon was annoyed before, but now it's just sad. Poor moon. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm just trying to find all the secret levels. Oh, moon. Moon, don't be like that. You were having a fun time before. You were smiling, and now you're upset. Because again, the shooting star got trapped in your frontal lobe. I'm sorry, Moon. There's not much I can do about it. For you are so big, and I am so small. So all I can do is hope you get that taken care of. You got Star Buddy over here. You got other friendly Star Buddy over here. They can probably like use one of their little star points and just nudge it out of there. Then you'll feel all better, Moon. And then you'll feel right as rain. Bye-bye, Moon. I hope you can figure out the solution to that problem. Now, at the very least, I'll see if the moon is still... Oh, the moon's smiling again. Moon solved its problem. Good for Moon. Good for Moon. All right. Now, on a macro zone... We're going to need Fire Mario to get this dealt with. So, oh, I remember where this one is. Is this on? It's on 1. Okay. I remember where this was. We actually came close to unlocking it last time too, and I just mucked up. Well, I think as long as we don't have too many horrible errors, we should be relatively in the clear. We are, however, going to need to somehow or another deal with the fact that we are small Mario, which is not to our benefit. Because we are going to need the fire flower. Whoops. Not what I wanted to have happen. Okay. Woo. Alright, so first things first, let's find us some power-ups. I think if we come down in here, then we might be able to find something. Let's see here. This gets us what? Well, at least gets us the super mushroom, so we got another hit at least. Though I messed up last time by... Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, easy come, easy go. Now, this is... Alright, that semi sort of works, but not completely. We're going to still need to get a fire flower at some point or another. Because I know where this is. We came close to it last time, but now we just need to go there with everything relatively intact. Whoa! Okay. Though, normally, I'm a big proponent of keeping Rabbit Mario for all the many, many benefits he serves us by being able to pretty much cheese every level. We are going to need Fire Mario. No. Where is the Fire Flower? Where is the titular Fire Flower that we need for this endeavor? I think maybe... Is there one up here somewhere? I think if we go back down, we probably will get one. Oh, I remember. We're going to get one if we go down there. This is not the worst thing in the world. We can salvage this. Okay, so first things first, wait for that platform to come back. Is that platform going to come back at any moment in time? What the... What, wait. Did it despawn? When could it do that? Okay, alright, now it's back. It kind of blew my mind a little bit. When did that become a thing that happens in this game? Alright. Well, look, as long as we don't muck this up. Alright, so there we go. We got that, and now... We didn't block our exit off again. That's good. So with that, unlike that. Oop. Gonna need this. Ooh, okay. Well, 3 1-ups. Nice. But I felt like that was where the secret exit was. But maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was just that room. But we have Fire Mario at least, so that's good. But then we need to find the secret exit, though. We definitely can't lose Fire Mario, so we got to be more deliberate in our approach at this point. Whoa, okay, that went further to the left than I was expecting. Okay. Alright, so then where to is the question. Alright, so that's the regular goal. Alright, hang on a sec. This is that's the pause screen, by the way, but it's gonna freeze anyway once I click back into this. Alright, maybe not. You will be making your way for the first section of avoiding the ants. Go down the pipe. Second section, water big of seaplane bomb. Go down. Go through a small pipe until you get to Midway Bell. Keep going onwards. You'll find carrots. Alright, moon pop or lava. Continuing next moon spikes. Yeah. To enforce spots to above there to reveal. Ah, okay. 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 I see now. We must reverse course. And we must reverse course quickly. So around here, this is where it is. And we get up here. Unlock that. There we go. Now from this vantage point, whoop, we're just going to shoot away those blocks, which will take us up here to where the actual real secret exit is. Boop. All right. Nice. Found the way to the secret macro zone level, which also we could have used as an exploit to skip to the boss, but whatever. Like at this point, it's more enjoyable just to try to find these. All right, that's not going to help too much. I thought, oof. Well, shucks. At least we can just do this again. All right. This could be either better or worse as Small Mario. At least that's going to be a mushroom now, so I can not have to worry about being killed by auto-scroll. Alright. Again, as I say, it's not like any of the bonus levels are actually that particularly difficult. They're just around. It's not like in Mario World where, you know, you get through Star Road and then you unlock Special World and it is an endeavor. This is just a thing. Oh, wait, no, I spoke too soon. I forgot that then there's this section where you gotta race against the clock. Alright, well, now that I remember what actually happens in this level, I will say this one is actually a little bit of a challenge. Woo! I got it in a weird angle, but that's okay with me. So we're going to have to be more on top of the auto-scroll, because if there's anything that's going to kill us in this level, it will be the auto-scrolling speed of the level. So, just come on. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, good. Got through this. Alright, there you go. With Fire Mario, that probably will help as well. Hopefully, to some degree. Oh, yes, it will, because now we need to do this. Ooh, nice. Quick thinking nabbed this one up. So we're sitting pretty at 50 lives. Okay, good. Cut it close. And again, that would skip us ahead to the boss, but we've already beaten the boss, so that's the micro zone level unlocked. Neat. So the next one is here in Pumpkin Hill, which we've already played through the one bonus level, which means that there's another one, which I think is either in Zone 1 or Zone 2. Let me look. Alright, so Pumpkin Zone. It's in Pumpkin Zone 2. So that one, we need to be big for this. Alright. Now then. I'm gonna try to remember where this is. My thinking is that it's probably somewhere below. Because I think last time we did this, we were doing everything above the level, as I'm oft to do. Ah, okay. Lost Fire Mario, but that's okay, because as long as we have Super Mario, we should still be good to unlock the bonus level. Okay, away from me, evil spirits. Alright, and let's just get that rung as well. Okay. Now, let's do this for real. Not that we weren't doing anything for real before, but we're doing it even more real. Realer than cold steel. Alright. So over here is a mushroom. Okay. And then over here is going to be a 1-up. Oh, shoot. Alright, well. With any luck, we can get this. Alright, I think if we do this... Yep, there we go with that. Now we just need to be... either Fire Mario or Super Mario was said, though. So let's see here. Okay, if I come down here, Is there going to be a way for me to... This will probably be... No, that's just a coin. Alright, so... But this looks to me secret level entrance like, so... Alright. I'm like half remembering this. I'm hoping that I can get through this as Bunny Mario, but it may require me to do the spin jump. Yeah, it requires me to do the spin jump. Okay, so with that in mind, I need to go back. And, oh wait, oh, I could just do that. Wait a minute. Yeah, alright. Just needed to get injured. It's the best way to solve your problems. Alright. And whoop! Alright, and there we go. Much better indeed. Oh, hello, friend. Whoa, now. None of that. Shame on you. Okay. So this is the other secret level of Pumpkin Zone. There we go. What do we got here? This looks like, yep, it's gonna be Bunny Mario Showcase. Oh, hey, I always like showcasing Bunny Mario. Always a fun time. Let's do it. Let's get right to it. Do 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 do. Come on, fly back up. Yep, there we go. Shoot. Alright, well, there go the rewards of that. That's pretty much that level, so not much to say about that. That's that level. Okay, and I think that leaves Turtle Zone, right? Because unless there's some in Mario Zone, I don't know. Let me look into this. Alright. There's 2 in Pumpkin Zone, which we already dealt with. So then... Yeah, it's just the one in Turtle Zone. Oh, and we gotta be Small Mario for it. So that's a plus, because I think we already were Small Mario. But it's in Turtle Zone 2. Cool stuff. Alright, let us get right into it. Munch, 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 munch. So there's Turtle Zone 2, I believe. Okay, so first things first. Alright, actually, let me look and see again. There's Turtle Zone 2. Alright. Small Mario, starting point, head right in water, signal right. Okay, so this seems a bit straightforward from what I'm reading. Let's get into it. Alright, so it's all about sinking into the depths of this submarine. Which eventually we need to be injured, but... Okay, so there we go with that. Now, I know that that is just going to lead to stuff, so... I think it's this way, if I'm not mistaken. Well, hang on, let me see what happens. So that's a Koopa Troopa. Yep, it's this way. Because we had to be small to get through that. And then do this. Oh, I remember this now. Oh, this is annoying. Ah, shoot, yeah. Now I remember this secret exit. Yeah. It's all coming back to me. Woo. I mean, again, I've never been a fan of water levels anyway, but this one's just like the tedium of having to walk as Small Mario underwater. Which, as anyone who's played a Mario game knows, walking in a water level is the slowest, most tedious thing. It is dreadful. Alright, let's just... Whoops! I normally would have just jumped over that. Don't know why I made such a foolish decision such as that one. Alright. We're still sitting fine, though. I mean, we got 50 lives. We got 50 lives, and, like, we've already not expended, but we've collected enough coins too that we're going to be finding coinage. We can go back to that hidey hole and gamble away some more of our money in order to hopefully do better on the roulette wheel there. I mean, I was just performing badly. I was getting nothing but the like lose spots toward the end there. But if we get like one of those like sort of, okay, just need to do that and do that. Okay, made it through that pretty well. Just do this. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, this I think I can just walk under. Just walk under that and okay. Ooh, all right. It's all a matter of just doing the one perfect walk. Okay, there we are with that. All right, good. There, that's that secret exit. And that leads you up to the hills. Special island. Okay, alrighty. Now, I will say I do like the design of this one. It's got a nice palm tree aesthetic to it. And the pastels of the sky. Very, very paradise. Oh, no, it's a W for Wario. We can't have this. Let's fix it. Now it's an M. Now it's an M for Marfa. Just as we always knew it would be. Okay. That wasn't a joke. But do you like that? You like the symbolism here? Because before it was a W, now it's an M. And then we got the A. We got the A. And we got the R. Oh. R, indeed. And guess what's next? After R comes the I. Just like in the regular alphabet. Right? Because R is followed immediately by I. And then O. Woo! And then L. And then A. Oh. And then here comes the N. Oh, shoot. I jumped into the spikes. And then the D. Oh, you gotta get that D. And then 2. 2. Everyone's favorite number. You know the meme. It goes, ha, 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 2. Okay. And there we go with that. I was not gonna bother with the fire flowers. Because we are going to want the rabbit ears here. But do you like the symbolism there? Because they had the W originally, and then it was like, oh, but no, you swap it over to Mario, because now that's exactly what we're going to be doing in the boss fight. But first things first, let's spend away at the casino. I think that maybe, right? Okay, well, that's at least three up. Not the worst thing in the world. Helps us out a lot. Let's do that again. I think if I intentionally wait for the witch spots to go, then it'll land on a better slot. See, the thing is with these roulette wheels, I'm realizing, is that unlike the other bonus mini games, the placement of the soundtrack and the music holds really no bearing on the success rate. And I say that only because I got fooled out of life opportunities beforehand. So here we go with the final section. There's Wario chilling like a villain on the castle. Let me just walk back over so we can see him. Ah, there he is. There's Wario. And look at his fancy feet fly there on the ceiling. He is having himself a time up there on top of Mario's castle. He is enjoying himself. And not that I want to break up the party or anything, but I think we may have to go up there and take back our house. As that is the plot of this game, we must take back our house. First things first, though, I need to look into this. So, if what do I do here? Configure this. This is pretty much right. Okay, I'm looking specifically for a certain button which will help me out tremendously here. This is the only time I ever do stuff like this. Okay, let's see here. Is that maybe... Let me do this. Okay, and then hopefully this will work. So I'm gonna do this at least one time round. I'm gonna try to do this at least one go legitimately, and then afterwards I'm just gonna... Well, I got enough lives. I can do this. I can try a couple of times to do this legitimately, but let's... I'm gonna get a drink here right now, and then we're gonna hop into this. So up to this point, pretty much Mario 2 has not been the most dire of situations. It's pretty standard stuff, and like the first Mario Land, a relatively short experience. But do not worry your preciousness, for they make up for the relative lack of ease in the non-linear structure with making the fight against Wario and the lead up to the fight against Wario one of the most frustratingly difficult experiences in the entire Mario franchise. And I am not exaggerating when I say that. Let us begin. So we got a whole gauntlet here of stuff that we just gotta watch out for and avoid. All right, let's move over that. Luckily we're opening with the rabbit ear power up. Hopefully this will net us some stuff. The thing you have to understand too is that in all of this, you have to deal with the fact that the jump mechanics in Mario Land... Okay, we lost the rabbit ear. That is... Ooh, okay, double hitter of frustration. But the thing with Mario Land is that the jump mechanics are way floatier in these games than they are in regular Mario. And so you have to always be accommodating for kind of the slippery controls. All right, get through that. And get through this. Okay. Nearly walked off into the lava. Which again, I will remind you, in the official canon story of this game, this is Mario's house. So he built this most intricate security system into his own place before, like, walking away or settling down or doing whatever. So, like, all of this was probably installed before Wario did a home invasion. But, like, it's just something. Okay, nope, got totally injured by that. I'm probably gonna die to this. Yep. All right, let's go for it again. And there are no coins on this level either, so it's like you can't even hope for that. There are no, like, regular enemies. It's all platforming based, and the power-ups you get are very sparing, and they are very deliberately placed to only be available when they are a necessity. And if you lose them, well, then you just lost them. Okay, so okay. Come on, whoop, and okay, that would have been very, very, very bad news. Okay, all right. So, all right, you're gonna do that. And the other thing, they fool you too, because some of those statues, right, like the Piranha Plant statues, they introduce the realization that they all spout off fire like that, right? But not all of them do later on. Okay, so this is all trick jumps. It's all trick jumps. This one is a double trick jump because you gotta wait for it to come down and then jump off it at the right time too. So it's a double hitter of issues. Okay. One of these is gonna be... Alright, so... I'm tempted to... Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna... Whoop. Okay, well, first things first, let's fix that. And then, secondly, let's, gonna do this. So, I'm only showing this to you for the sake of being thorough in my showing of things, because that is what we do here on the Mario Marathon. Wait a minute, what the... Oh, shoot. There's been no game audio for, like, however long. Whoops. Sorry about that. Jeez Louise. Okay, So, let us look here. So if you hit those trapdoor things, Wario's fist comes down, and this is pretty much impossible to dodge. Like, you could try to dodge it. I've never been successful at dodging it. It moves so fast. It's like, ooh, there we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, then, let's see here. Okay. There we go with that. And then, here we go. We got with this one. Now I'm just doing it to test my abilities. Ooh, nope, lost it on that one. Okay, so that's that little section there, but you can do... Wait a minute. Okay, so... Oh, there we are. But you can also do this. If you know where all those placements are, you can do this and skip over that and not activate them, which is what you're going to want to do in that scenario. Okay, back to this. Whoa, oh, shoot, okay. Nope, nope. Pop, okay. So now we're entering into the area where I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this like this, just to get through it. Alright, and, ooh, okay, and trick jumps. The momentum can be tricky here. Alright, there we go. Made it through that section. Now this I think is pretty straightforward because this doesn't go off, that one, so that's a plus. This is the most like straightforward. It's like the little reprieve area before you gotta face off against everything else. In fact, I'm gonna take the opportunity to do this. Great, okay. Now, we're in this section. Those spikes on the ceiling, they injure you. These platforms, guess what they love to do? Well, they love to go up or down, dependent on how they're feeling at any given moment. So, they currently aren't. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I was expecting them to all go up like that, but then that just didn't happen. Alright, I'm gonna do this again. I apologize for the pauses, but I also apologize even more for the lack of game audio earlier. Alright, so... Alright, those go down like that. So they don't have anything to do with trap floor stuff. It's just a game of making sure you're always in the right place. Okay. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. Now we got to deal with this. Now before you even face off against Wario, you got these odd little mustache ball mini bosses. I don't know what these are supposed to be. So nice, here are them twice. They're not the worst thing in the world, but like anything, the geometry is like, if you aren't ready to spot them, they can be a hassle. And then they give them to you again. They don't even like add to the challenge. It's just, okay, well, you got one in one room, then you got two of them in another room, and then in the third room, you just get two more of them. And I really don't understand why that is what happens. Okay, I'm going to do this now because I know what's coming. And now, folks... Oh, shoot. Okay, we got this, at least. That's a plus. Well, we already had that. And now, folks, there he is! There he is! Hello, Wario. First time we're seeing you. So, because Wario in this game is big boy, if he jumps and you're on the floor, he will land you on the floor. And he can bring your momentum down mid-jump, too, I think. So anyway, this section's pretty self-explanatory. Ah, see, we're locked in there. You just bop on his head 3 times. Try not to get injured by the ceiling lights. Ah, okay. So now off he goes, and oh, he's running. But luckily, we got the rabbit ears right in that little alcove. But oh, guess what? He's doing it too. Phase 2 of Wario, now with rabbit ears. So this is a pretty much like, okay, whoop, okay, a bit too close for comfort there. So yeah, it's all a matter of jumping in the right spot. Okay. Nope. Okay, got hit by the chandelier. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Ooh, okay. It's got to be more precise with the jumps this time. Okay. Please tell me we got him on that go around. Okay, there. That's end of phase 2. Which comes now phase 3. Which I do wish I had in my rabbit ear still, but oh well. Fire Wario! Oh, okay. And he's gonna be going at it. So they gotta deal with his fireballs and his mad hops. Whoa. Oh, okay. And, oh, there we go. And then he does this. I do not know what this means. So now he's lost his hat. And off he does that. He like runs off, does a cross-eye thing, sticks out his tongue. And then that's it. And then Mario jumps out the window after him. The flag is lowered. The castle is shrouded in a haze such as this. And then it just flips on over. And there. And that's it. That's Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Which is also, oh wait. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. Uh-huh. That it? Oh, okay. So, on that note, that is Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins, which brings us really, in a sense, not only to the end of this game, and I don't think the end of the stream, just because this went kind of short, so I'm willing to go a little bit longer. I probably will pull up Fall Guys in a little bit, but, yeah, the thing with this game is that it's again, it's another one of those off-kilter Mario games, in so much that it's so its own unique little beast. It definitely takes a lot of influence from Mario 3 and Mario World, in particular with the visual aspect and also just the main expansive nature of the game. But like I said with Mario Land 1, to have a game as in-depth as that in the early days of the Game Boy, well, not the early days of the Game Boy, but in the Game Boy era, was certainly like a big deal. Like, this was for the longest time the Mario handheld game, if next to Super Mario Land. Only I would say this version of it, this entry in the Mario Land duo, is way better. They did continue the Mario Land franchise for a third game, which was Wario Land, but that, to me, in a similar vein to how Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island is kind of the backdoor pilot for the Yoshi series, the third entry in the Mario Land series is just, and yes, I did just finish Super Mario Land 2. I'm giving my little wrap-up speech about it right now. But, the basic gist of it is that, like, in the same way as the way Mario World 2 is a backdoor pilot for the Yoshi series, Mario Land 3 is a backdoor pilot for what became the Wario series and then the WarioWare series. Oh, it's okay, B. Jonas. That's fine. You know, the VOD will be up after this, and then you can rewatch the VOD. And I'm not ending the stream yet, I don't think. I'm probably gonna hop into another game here in a little bit. But, yeah, this is, though, in terms of the Mario lineage and the Mario canon story of what we're doing, well, yeah, the VOD is like half up in so much that like Twitch kind of starts VODing streams while they're live, so like, you know, feel free to just click into that if you want to see the early portion of this. But anyway, this is, for the most part, I would say, the end of Act 1 of the Mario games, in so much that this Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins really marks the ending of Mario as strictly the 2D platforming experience. When we come back to the Mario Marathon next weekend, we're going to be entering into Act 2 of the Mario franchise, which is my personal favorite act of the Mario franchise. But that is all for... that will all be dealt with at a later date. But for what we have here, Mario Land 2 It's a nice little self-contained experience. It doesn't have the prestige of Mario 3 or World or even the first Mario game, but for what it is, it's worthy of being more recognized and given more credit as a classic in the Mario franchise. That it does so many things so well for what it is, which is a mobile entry in the series, and for introducing characters like Wario, and even establishing, you know, the template for ideas which will come up later on in the future of the franchise, like Mario in space. Like, it's definitely worthy of being like one of the more well-respected entries in the Mario franchise. And I did not know that a Mario Land 2 community was growing on Twitch. I'm certain that there's probably like a whole speedrunning community around this, which that would be interesting to check out. But for now, that is it for Mario Land 2, because we've played every level and, well, we've beaten the game.